Good afternoon. I'm Will Killiar. I'm with Dynamics. I'm Chief Payments Officer for Dynamics in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Dynamics has been around for about 12 years, and in those 12 years, we've been developing some of the most advanced card-based technologies in the world. And we're the only one in the market that does what we do, and I'll show you a little bit of that very soon. So we manufacture interactive powered cards. We also have a loyalty processing business, and we also do wireless magnetic communications for payments on handheld devices for phones. So you would find us in an LG phone, and you would find our payment processing for loyalty, real-time based loyalty systems in Canada managing the Tim Hortons program. I want to show you our cards. This is what's inside, if you will. We have a battery, we have processors, we have a computerized board, buttons, and lights. Whenever you press these buttons and lights, it reprograms the card to be the type of card that you press whenever you enact that button. So on the inside of the card I just showed is this card. This button here, the Visa card, when you press it, it configures the card as a Visa payment card issued by CIBC. So you can swipe, dip, and tap the card, and in doing so, the card will act like a normal card. In this instance, you would obviously earn points on the Tim Hortons card. Whenever you press the Tim Hortons button, it reconfigures the card and it acts like a loyalty card at Tim Hortons. So you can dip or swipe the card and you can take the points out of your account to buy whatever you're having at the fast food service. You can see it's a standard card, standard size and thickness. This is a card that we launched in India in November. It's the Indocent card. It has credit, it has rewards, it has EMI or equal monthly installment, fixed installment plan. When you press that button a few times, you can get 4 options for programming that transaction as a fixed installment plan. What's also interesting about this card is we've printed the credit card number across the back of the card, and you also see a QR code there that identifies this card as a loyalty card. So again, these are a few of our older technologies. This is the last older technology we have. It's a secured card that we launched with Sumitomo Bank. It's called the Mamalito card. So basically, this card right now, like all of our cards, is dead until you press a button. In this instance, there are buttons across the top. So you have to activate the card, and then you can press the buttons which correspond to a passcode that you select. You press the button, the light comes green, the card is programmed and ready for use as a Visa card, and the card is displayed. You turn the card off, and it's fully erased. None of the channels for payment are activated, so the card is secure. So last year, we launched something called the Wallet Card. This is the first scheme-approved, networked-approved connected card in the world. And we added a battery that never expires, so it organically recharges. We also added a GSM mobile chip to the card. And with that chip, it allows bidirectional communication, geolocation, and active engagement with the card anywhere in the world when it's roaming. We also added a 256 by 256 65,000 pixel e-ink display. So you can see here that it displays whatever cards you have loaded. Now in this situation, I just have 2 screens loaded. And you can see here I'm wishing John a happy birthday, and I'm saying, John, please go out and use this card. So as an issuer, it's active engagement, keeps the card top of wallet. And then in some situations, if I wanted to correspond with John, I could say, hey John, how was your experience? This is a card that we're launching this year with Emirates MBD in the Middle East. You can see now that the card name, the cardholder name is displayed on the screen. So theoretically with this product, because of the GSM connectivity, you don't have to emboss the name. So this is a bistable display. You can put iconic images. This is the Burj Al Arab, the only 5-star hotel or 7-star hotel in the world. And then you turn the card on, and then it paints on the screen the first communication. So what's happened to me here is my bank is prompting me to say, you should replace your credit card. So if I hold down the button, it should give me, if this is connected correctly, the debit card, the new debit card that I've replaced it with. So again, as an issuer, you don't have to physically reissue the card, or as a cardholder, you don't have to physically receive a new card. You can just programmatically download a new card number. Here's another variation, very nice display here. You can see it's the London skyline. And again, by stable display, you can see that this card doesn't have a name on it. It's just Jeff Mullen in the screen. When I activate the card, it erases that wallpaper, which is effectively a screensaver, and it presents my credit card. I wait a second, let the card program itself, and then it erases what was programmed as a credit card and it moves to a debit card. I wait a second for it to program itself, and then I wait on it to erase itself. And it comes up with the settings, replace a card that I showed you a minute ago. So you can see you're just scrolling back and forth. And again, this card is organic recharging, so the battery isn't as much of an issue. Now, what I want to show you and what we're unveiling today is the ability to communicate with the card with a token or a credential or a QR code. So in this case, I've sent down a message to Jeff Mullen and saying, hey Jeff, congratulations, you have a $5 coupon today. To activate that coupon, I press and hold, and it comes up with a QR code. Now what's unique about this, your mind can go crazy, because you could do WeChat Pay, Alipay, Samsung Pay, Google Pay, you could even have a Bitcoin, you could have any sort of credential that you wanted to communicate, even a one-time use. So what we're unveiling today is the first tokenized card in the world today at Finovate. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and we look forward to speaking with you.